Whoa.
Excuse me.
Right. So this is open for the summer, and this is going to have a lot of old props down here in the Alton Towers exhibition. It's what you recognise as we go in. And then the question, why they've kept it all. Henry Hound? Henry Hound, isn't it? Now you can get a VIP for this as well after hours. I think it's like £25. It's really cheap in fairness. But it also makes a really good use of the chapel, and the chapel is beautiful. We said that last time we come in here. Let's have a look at some of the bits that are on show. 1984 admissions, $3.99. As Cody said, credit cards accepted, which sounds silly now, but 1984 is something else. We have a collection of maps. Some of these I have. I don't have that many Alton Towers maps, if I'm being honest. It's really weird they don't have a 94 one unless it's going to be somewhere else. They've got the 94 booklet. It's very weird they don't have a 94 map. Look. I mean, it's spot the rides that are left, to be honest. Admission tickets from over the year. That Ripsaw looks more like Ramesses than it does Ripsaw, I can't lie. Yeah. That is a really cool Christmas card, isn't it? Now we've got cards at home which we got from the hotel. I don't know if you remember them. Do you remember them, Kurt? We got some top trumps which we got from the hotel.
I do know.
Look at this. This is absolutely stunning. That's an original Alton Towers pin badge. Look at that. You can see some of the cards from Corkscrew. Some of these are fairly modern. I've got a smile at one of these. Yeah, we do. These are the kind of things they should get prints of and sell. So if you come on the VIP tour, you do get a replica 1981 map. You just kind of think that they could replicate some more of this and probably sell it, to be honest with you. Look at the old cups though. Christmas Carnival. That's from some of the shows. 1989. Look at that. No AI here. We can even have a look to some of the old buildings that buildings of attractions, obviously the old Sky Ride. I mean, a lot of this I've seen, but I have to say not all of it by any means. These are proper old. This was when it was just gardens. $18.57 and no admissions on Sundays. We'd be out of luck today. Some of the design bits for Toyland, of course, which the Corkscrew was bought into. Some pieces they've still got. Again, we know that a lot of parks have a lot of this around. They really should get it out because this is just fascinating to see. Look at this. That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. I believe this is the one that went on to end its life at Pleasurewood Hills, if I'm not mistaken. But again, you kind of look at what rides are left, and we are down to the cable cars. Amazing, really. it's Hex. We've just come out of Hex. I can't say I've ever seen these before. Look at those. That is fascinating to see. It really is. And the old festival park. That is just fascinating to see. This detail certifies that the owner rode Britain's first giant corkscrew. Now, to be fair, Corkscrew was repainted quite a lot.
Alton Towers everywhere.
This was my first looping coaster ever. I've got one of these black holes at home. But again, we'll go around the other side and see that because that looks incredible. Around the World in 80 Days, replaced by Toyland tours. Now, the Haunted House. I came for opening year in 1992 of this on a runaway train. It was something else. I will say, I still think Curse is better. But it was definitely better than Jewel. Ripsaw when it still had its all original theming on the back one. There's Energizer, which went to Bone Shaker and now sits at Terra Mythica. Funny enough, I never got to ride it here at Alton Towers, but have ridden it at Terra Mythica. I have to say, I think that's a deconstruction photo rather than a construction photo. There is Dynamo. House Breakdance 2, I want to say. We'll go around and see the ride part list, see what we've got. Of course, concept art for X Sector. As the Enterprise was only the Enterprise then, that was completely redone for X Sector. It's not far off, in fairness. The boat can be found in the hotel. There's some concept art for it. Love that. And they are showing little videos as well. So over here we've got a Jewel one going. And we've got something different going over here as well, which is quite cool. Right, let's have a look at some of these. So there's a lot of hotel stuff going on here. Of course, Nemesis, some of the famous people that have ridden it over the years. And then we have some ride parts. So we have a Smiler wheel. Road wheel? Is it really called a road wheel? Nemesis emergency stop, Rita cable, Jewel, lift chain guard, little sensors. Again, if you've got all this stuff, I mean that come off look in 2019. Unbelievable. Dark Forest was born, overtook Rita back in 2010. That is Rita Queen of Spin look like in Ugland. I have to say the soundtrack was incredible in Ugland. And the original X Sector with the black hole.
That's all you could use to phone people.
Nemesis 25 actually, wow, I say it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. But it didn't feel like that long ago.
We didn't have them saved anywhere. You could write them in like a telephone. But you just have to remember, like, I still know mine from when I was a kid.
And now, of course, we have Nemesis Reborn.
Still know it.
That's the art from '93. There is still a dual blaster kicking around. The Haunted House and Doom and Sons, which was at the top end. Who remembers the Singing Barn? One of my favourites, Toyland Tours. I love Toyland Tours. Overshadowed by Nemesis' opening. Probably rightfully so, you might argue. Tell some of the changes as we've got a big egg in here. Look at that. That's a classic. Nemesis being constructed. Just look how pristine that looks. That is quite something. Of course, the Elusive comic book. Even the soundtrack. As we look to the next secret weapon, which of course was Oblivion. They even kept some of the Durex as well. The Haunted House. For many, this was the peak. For me, I think Curses, then Haunted House, and then Jewel. Don't get me wrong, design-wise, it's maintained a lot of it, sort of on the outside now, fascia and everything, elevations and queue line and things. I just think the modernising of it works a little bit better. But each their own on this one. I know it's not for everyone. 20 years ago. Some of the pieces from Jewel. Even some of the retro name badges. I mean, that is a uniform and a half, that it really is. It looks very different. This is the kind of artwork they ought to duplicate, really. Okay, be honest, how much do you remember?
Huh?
How much do you remember?
Oh, like none of it. How much of that did I actually was I alive for?
Yeah, that's the next question, indeed. How much of it were you alive for? I have to say, that's a real trip down memory lane for me. I remember a lot of that from Alton Towers. Does that make me old? It does make me old. 100% makes me old. If you are coming to Alton Towers over the summer period, make sure you come in here and check this out. Even if you've only been visiting sort of the last few years or so, just see how far the park has come over the last few years. Because seeing that, yeah, it's really brought back some memories.